Anyways.
Bop.
Dang it. All right, we're done. All right, this is it. Yeah, we're over. Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you. You're taking over. Here's
Dang,
my notes.
No.
You're my notes. You're taking over. Here you go.
I'm out. I quit.
There you go.
This is no longer the CodeO-cast.
You said you wanted to take over? There you go.
I never said anything about wanting to take
Now
over.
the CodeO-cast.
It's just CodeO-cast.
It's just no cast.
CC's, closed captions.
No cast. I'm out. See you later, everybody. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another
I really want to catch up with you. We can be pro Fortnite gamers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode of the CodeO-cast, where I murder my co-host.
What's his
started
name?
it.
What?
What's your co-host's name?
Doesn't really matter anymore.
You're right, it's just the O-cast now.
My name is Omar, and I am here with...
Coach.
Carlos.
Freddy.
Look at that. You're literally blocking Cody. That was hilarious.
No, I know not to stand there.
How you guys' week been so far?
What?
How you guys' week been so far?
I went to San Antonio and went through a lot of drama.
What?
And I'm tired and my shoulder hurts.
Wait, why does your shoulder hurt though?
Because I sleep wrong, apparently. But it's the way I've always slept my whole life. But now my body has decided to betray me by doing what it normally does.
Maybe it's because
Grow.
you didn't study for your sleep.
So anyway, yeah, my shoulder hurts now. And I'm mentally tired. I got like 13 hours of sleep today, but I still woke up dizzy and I still feel drowsy, which is weird.
What if it's like, because you stayed at a hotel, right? What if your bed compared to the hotel bed was just trash?
It was hurting before the hotel.
Oh, okay.
It's been hurting for like 4 or 5 days now.
Maybe it's because the hotel.
Your body knew you were going to a hotel, so it started hurting beforehand.
Dude, for real. Yeah, my shoulder's like killing me. I thought I was going to have a heart attack too, because on the way to San Antonio, my left arm was hurting as well. And typically, a heart attack starts by letting you know your shoulder's hurting, then it irritates down to the rest of your arm. And that's exactly what happened. So I was in the car, my left shoulder started hurting. I was like, okay, that's weird. Then I went down to here, and this started hurting. I was like, oh, today's the day. Like, it's over, boys. I was like, Angel, you got the route to the hospital? Because I think I'm done, man. But then both of my arms started hurting, so I was like, okay, maybe it's not a heart attack. Maybe it's just, so.
Or maybe it's a super heart attack.
Whoa, my heart. Maybe my heart's just built different.
Because you were going to the hospital anyways, right?
Yeah, but we were still 4 hours out.
Never mind.
We were
that would have been a not good destination.
We were like barely halfway to the checkpoint when it started hurting. So we were like in the middle of nowhere. So imagine if I did have a heart attack, that would have sucked.
You could have just stopped at the checkpoint. I'm sure they would have helped you out.
Excuse me, sir.
I don't think they have any doctors there, though.
Good point. Dog, help me.
Officer, put me out of my misery. All right, boy.
I see that you're Mexican. I got this.
Dude, for real. So, it was crazy. Okay, so when we were leaving to San Antonio, they were looking for somebody. I don't know if they were looking for that guy who shot the state trooper or what, but
I heard about that.
yeah.
Wait, what happened?
So there was a bunch of reports of this guy who killed a state trooper
Uh-huh.
a few days, like a week or two ago.
Oh, jeez.
And we went to San Antonio maybe 2 or 3 days ago. And on the way over there, like before we even got to the checkpoint, there was like 3 people who were pulled over. We saw 4 squad cars, like the big SUV cop cars, pulling over one woman. And we saw like so many people pulled over. And then when we got to the checkpoint, we literally pulled up and the officer went up. He asked us to lower the window. He was like, oh, guys, I wish I would have called in today. Just go. And he didn't even... Dude, he didn't even bother with us. So we just drove off. Like, I'm pretty sure they were looking for someone either very specific or like they got a tip because they were not concerned with anyone. They were like on everybody. It was crazy.
Yeah, it must have been a specific description if they already knew without asking you anything.
Dude.
Like, yeah, that's not him.
The guy straight up was just like, I wish I would have called in today, guys. Just get out of here.
Dang.
Yeah, dude. So that day was crazy. And then going to San Antonio, there was cops everywhere. Like, it wasn't even funny. And people were getting pulled over left and right. I'm surprised Angel and I didn't get pulled over.
Vehicle probably didn't match.
Yeah, probably, man. It was wild, though. And we saw, like, a couple car accidents on the
It's like the car's too nice. It's not them.
From
It's not them.
like the car's not good enough. Just kidding, Angel. I love your car, but you're probably not gonna watch this. But just letting you know, your car's cool, I guess. Anyway,
Oh,
It
That was-
sucks.
that was my
I'm telling you now.
That was my little story to start off the day.
his car is really cool. It puts my car to shame.
I like his car a lot.
My car's in the shop.
Oh yeah, your car. What happened to it?
It's the transmission. It's all messed up.
I feel like
Car's
every
getting
car has
down.
transmission issues.
Yeah, but mine cost $2,000 to fix, and I barely have anything in my
But that's
account.
typically transmission cost because that's
Yeah.
it's a very essential part of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, transmissions are always expensive.
Yeah, I don't have anything in my account. I'm broke.
That's usually the deal breaker where like people are like, I can either fix this car or I could just buy a new one and it'll be cheaper than having to fix this one.
Yeah.
That's usually the issue that it's the make or break of having to get a new one. Yours has similar issues, right?
Yeah, the transmission's also going out. It's been going out. That's why I've only been able. That's why I can only drive it for like an hour max.
Yeah.
At any one point. But yeah, at least as of late, it's now the car is like recognizing it as an issue. It's got the whole like the light on thing, and
Yeah.
then we've got the code ran through, and it came out that like it's something that's integral to the transmission
Mm-hmm.
that needs to get replaced, and that there's no way for just that to get fixed. So the whole transmission needs to get fixed up. The price range is about the same, along with labor and all that. So, yeah, right now I'm currently in the works of seeing what options are available to just get a new car. Yeah, I talked with my mom and stuff, and so she said that probably just get like a new car since that's been kind of going out for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, hopefully figure that out.
Do you have any like picks? Like, have you thought of which one you might want to get so far?
Not particularly. I mean, I just want a car that's like very fuel economic, where like you get a lot of mileage off the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Because like my current car, it's like 30 miles a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to keep that up because I don't want to have to keep paying for a lot of gas.
That's right.
Yeah, preferably a car that's good
It's
with sharp
green.
turns. Yeah, not green.
Aw.
Like the color
That's all-
diarrhea.
Yeah, I mean blue would be nice. I would like a blue car.
I'm gonna keep it either black or red.
Surprise.
I would think black, but that would just like black just makes your car hot, and I would think red, but red vehicles tend to get pulled over more, so that's why I'm settling on blue.
You've been pulled over twice, yeah.
Yeah. I'm proud
Yeah.
of that. I don't know why, but I'm proud of that.
Oh.
Yeah. As far as brands, nothing really. I know right now we're kind of. I might look at what Mazda's got. That's probably the direction I'm gonna be looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Angel
But,
always
yeah.
recommends getting the Mazda 3. That's like the smaller version of his car. He's
Mhm.
always talking about it, how it's really good on fuel and how it's like his car but just small.
Just smoke.
Yeah, so
Small.
No, I'll take that. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of just where that's going.
I'd probably stick with a Versa. Just
The
'cause
Versa?
I love it.
I
You
wanna
just
get
want
a
the
truck.
Versa because it has the armrest.
That too. But it costs me only $20 to fill up an entire tank of gas, and that gas tank takes me forever to run out.
I think the last time I filled it up, mine was like around 25. Like from, I think it was like one line away from actually being empty. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe 26, 27, but 25 is like a solid number.
Most I've ever had to pay for gas was 22, 23.
the most I got to pay for gas is 0. Sucks for y'all.
How much you pay
You
for
want to get a
Uber?
car soon?
I just walk. Walking's free, baby. I'm just tired all the time.
His legs are built different.
Nope.
Dang.
I get cramps if I do squats.
Oh,
Dang.
jeez.
My week has been rough.
Ooh,
Oh,
here we
well.
go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Here we go. Serious Cody time.
No, I've been stressing over like payments lately,
Mhm.
and my professor has recommended me, finally, after many years of not noticing it, mental health counseling. I'm
Yeah.
surprised it's gotten this obvious now. But like even Omar knows that it's bad.
So, like, was it during your private lesson that he just,
Yeah.
like, was it the beginning or at the end? Like, how
was
did he
like-
break it to you?
It was like in the middle. He's like, I want to help you out. These are some things you can try, like going forward. Luckily, since you're still a student, it's free at the campus and stuff. So he sent me like the page for individual counseling and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm like, Right.
Well, what do you think is that you got though? Since like I know you haven't been diagnosed.
Crackhead
He's got
syndrome.
all of them.
He's got all of them. He don't know the list, but he's got them all.
Check all that apply. Sad.
A lot, but I'm diagnosed with the SAD.
With just the sad.
The
No.
biggest of sad.
No, I've actually talked to a few people who are really knowledgeable about this type of stuff, and apparently I share symptoms for anxiety and depression, obviously.
Yeah.
But there's also PTSD with that too.
Mm-hmm.
So those are like the big three for me.
I think.
Big 3 for my hero.
Oh, whoa. I think it would just help you a lot. I mean, if you just got an official diagnosis. I mean, like Carlos has been a good example of that. It's helping you out, isn't it?
Yeah, they drugged me up, and now I'm never sad
Oh.
or anxious.
Oh.
Surprisingly, like I sleep better.
Mhm.
I am happier for the most
Mhm.
part, and I don't freak out for no reason, and I'm not scared anymore,
Yeah.
which was 24/7.
Mhm.
So the drugs definitely help. Plus, they give me a counselor that I can meet with once a month, but I talk to her for like 2 minutes, and then I dip.
Oh. A beard hair.
That's my beard hair.
Let this be a lesson, kids.
Return
Do drugs,
to
it
your
helps.
land. It's gonna sink in and become part of me again.
Oh no.
That's to assimilate.
Yeah, I take 3 pills a day. One of them is for anxiety. One of them is for antidepressant, and the other one is also antidepressant, but it's mainly to help me sleep.
I love that picture that you put on Facebook. It's like, even my antidepressants need antidepressants.
I got lucky, bro, because I opened the cap and I just laid it down and I put all 3 pills and I just dropped it and it perfectly made a face. And I was like, I gotta take a picture of this. So I actually feel, I know like a lot of people talk bad about like, you know, prescription drugs and all these things, but man, they help. Like I actually don't feel terrible all the
There's
time
a
now.
good reason for them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, sure, I get withdrawals if I don't take them for a day, and I will feel like I'm gonna die. But other than that, if I'm taking them, it's pretty dang good. So it'll help.
Remember that, kids. Always do drugs. It helps.
But like maybe
It'll help someone.
Oh.
Maybe not you, but someone.
Because I'm guessing maybe like I don't know how it would work with the university, but at least for them to maybe at least find a way to give you the official diagnosis or like send you to someone who's more prepared for that.
Do you
I
have
don't
a
know.
doctor? Do you have your tax form for last year for 2019?
I never made enough money to do my taxes.
Your mama hopefully makes enough.
Well, even if your mom, you can actually have your mom go to a doctor, and she just needs to take her tax forms from the previous year. If it makes under a certain amount, you can qualify for the minimum. The minimum I pay for every doctor visit is $25. And that's if I go in. If I call in, it's free. I don't get charged if I call. But if I go in to the doctors, it's only $25, and prescriptions are extremely low. Like I paid, I think, also $25 for all 3 of my prescription pills, and those last me a month. So I'm paying $20 a month for pills that make me feel happy. So, and that's because I made like less than 25 a year, I think. But I don't know how much their thing is. But I don't know, dude. I think it would help. I went a long time without doing anything about it, and then when I finally did do something about it, it made my life at least a lot better. So you should try it. You should try really hard to get to a doctor and tell them how you feel, because they'll help you out.
It's better than the 180 bi-weekly.
I hate you for bringing
What?
You can tell
Oh
them
my
about
God,
the
do I have
180.
to say this on the okay, I'm gonna say this on the podcast. Like, yes, I was an idiot. I didn't realize I had a friend who could give me training, like athletic training. So what I did was, just so I could advance my speed and strength in time for the season, or at least in time for the fall season coming up too, I took this 4-month program from the gym. It's not a membership, it's a training program. And so with that, you're under contract, which is why I can't get out of it. And that's 180 every 2 weeks for 4 months.
It's a lot of money.
Sucks.
So after tomorrow, I'm gonna have 3 more payments left.
Yeah.
I would have like about maybe $2.5 or $3 in my account if it wasn't for that.
How much for the cancellation payment?
To buy out right now, it's $500. I don't have $500 in my account.
And how much will you be paying total by the end of it all?
360 plus 180, that's 440 plus 100, that's 540. So he would be paying more than the buyout, but since he doesn't have the buyout now,
Yeah, might as well just keep it.
yeah.
That sucks.
That
Yeah.
definitely sucks.
Yeah,
especially
I would have had a
since-
PC by now too.
That's true.
I would have had a PC. I would have had like everything I would have needed,
Mm-hmm.
plus first month's rent.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah. It sucks. Another reason for my stress.
Hey man, you live and learn.
Yeah.
It's life, isn't it?
Never,
That is
never to
like-
do it again.
I'm never doing that again, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm keeping the membership, not the training program.
hmm
That's never again.
Since I stopped like working out, since we were working out together in the track.
Oh yeah, we ran out of time, or we didn't have enough time in the mornings anymore, right?
Yeah, we just didn't have enough times. But also, no. Mainly it was because finals were starting up again on the, what's it called, during school. Like finals
On
were coming
15th?
up, and
What's on the 15th?
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know, but yes, finals was starting to come back, and you know we just had to study and get ready for that. I passed. We passed.
Oh yeah, you got 6 more weeks till summer, right?
Yeah,
Yay.
it's
Dang.
weird. It's kind of weird. I don't know how the calendar works this time around. I'm guessing it's because the extra days, or I don't know how it works, but we're ending earlier because you know how typically most semesters in college, at least the spring usually ends the first 2 weeks in May.
Uh-huh.
This semester, I'm sorry, we only go till April, the end of April, and then we're done.
Really?
Yeah, we're only.
Is it just your
Really?
degree or everybody?
No, it's everyone.
Really?
Yeah, we're done at the end of April.
Because my jury is May 3rd.
Well, that's
Why?
well, maybe just like the finals like are on the
Oh,
week of May
finals
only, but when it comes to lectures and all that, we're done by the end of April.
So really 5 weeks.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wow.
That's insane.
and even then, one of my classes, my communication class, so I only have 2 actual lectures left, and then 2 lectures where we're just researching for our project.
Jeez.
Then the rest, we don't have to go to class anymore. Just submit the video at the end of it.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, for my final project for my communication classes, what I want to do is the teacher was like, I was gonna have you guys present, and I would have really liked you to, but since there's like 12 sections of this class and 3 of them are in person, I teach those 3 in-person classes. But to be fair to the other students who take this class, you guys are gonna create a video in which you try to do a persuasive speech to convince the audience to either do something or try something out.
Oh.
My theme is going to be to try to convince the audience to watch Power Rangers episode.
All right.
And-
Of course it is.
Stick to your strengths.
yeah, and I kind of want to do it to like theme it around like why we need heroes in life, like what's the point of having heroes like in comic books and stuff like that, and just why have they stuck around so far. Like give a little backstory to the term of heroes, and then implement that into Power Rangers and why it should stay around and why it has stuck around so much.
I have no heroes in life.
You're wearing a what is
It's
Nightwing, my bad. I was
Plebeian.
I was gonna say the one that you were wearing the other day. I was gonna say Red Hood by accident.
Yeah, that one's red. That's
Yeah, I know.
his name.
Yeah, but you're wearing a Nightwing shirt. You have a hero,
He doesn't have a hood.
huh?
Red hood.
What?
Night red.
Night red. Night red. They did the fusion, and now they're night red.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
They're the
That's
red
like
wing.
IRL, because a lot of people have like role models and heroes IRL. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like having heroes here, like to motivate you and stuff. I don't.
Well, if you don't, then what is your fictional role model hero?
All Might.
They should. They should not be role models at all.
But
So, with the story of Red Hood is that he doesn't like the way things Batman or the way that Batman does things, and he thinks,
No, you get it.
Okay.
and so he thinks that you can't stop crime; you can only control it. So a lot of the times when he sees people committing horrible acts, like let's say Joker and other villains like that,
Yeah.
he thinks it's best to just outright kill them.
Mm.
Yeah, my role models should not be role models.
He mellows out eventually, though, doesn't he?
Kind.
Because at some point he.
uses a gun.
Yeah, but he still goes back
he
with
still
Batman.
shoots people.
He uses rubber bullets now.
Really?
Yeah, he does.
Interesting.
They still hurt,
Boo, that
don't they?
sucks.
Now they hurt.
Boo.
I just
that
like when he
sucks.
fought Dick Grayson to become the new Batman. That was a good arc.
I never heard of that happened. I should look that up.
It's
That sounds
great.
cool. That sounds really cool,
It's
actually.
great. The first Robin versus the second Robin. One that sticks
And then
true
the-
to the way Batman thinks, and the other.
So it's Nightwing versus Red Hood, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. And then the third one is just like, hey guys, how goes
Also, you
it?
would love Red Hood's Batman. I mean, yeah, Red Hood's Batman suit. It's amazing. It's awesome.
So now you spoiled it. So you're telling me the Red Hood wins?
No,
Oh, okay.
because they each have their own suit.
Oh,
they
okay.
want to become the new Batman.
I see.
And when they see that they're both like taking the mantle, they fight to see who's the true successor of Batman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Carlos?
Hmm?
What's your like fictional role model hero?
My fictional role model hero?
Yeah,
Found
and
a
why?
shirt.
Naruto, burrito. Date Bayo. Just watch the camera.
Believe it.
No, it's really weird. Before I came to college, all my fictional heroes were football players,
Oh.
and then when I came to
Yeah,
college,
they're all fake.
Fictional is.
No, how did you know I broke the rules? No, you broke the rules.
you broke the rules.
No, I make the rules.
Make the rules. No, okay. But then when I came to college, I got introduced to anime because I'd never seen anime before I came to college.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, anime's pretty cool. So now I wear Naruto shirts, and all the shonen animes are now my heroes.
Oh,
Which
so we're talking about anime heroes now. All right.
apparently, yeah. And so Naruto was the first anime I ever watched, and it still remains my favorite anime to this day. And I just love the whole shonen idea of, oh, I'm never gonna give up no matter what, even if I'm like not strong, and then you eventually become strong. Like that whole formula, I love. That's like my thing.
This is fetish.
Some say I have a problem.
Favorite form of Naruto?
Form?
Yeah.
I just think Sage Mode looks cool.
Yeah.
Sage
I really
Mode
like
will
Sage
always be like when he appeared with the toads against Pain.
And the big roll in the back.
Yeah, he had the scroll and the freaking.
You're good. You're good.
He had the scroll and the fire like robe, and he had the eyes that just.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Like it looks so cool. Like I will never like even when Naruto got spoilers. Even when Naruto got like the Nine Tails QB form and Six Path Sage form, like all those forms, I never felt as excited about those forms as much as I did about the Sage form. Sage form will always be my favorite form just because it looks the coolest. And it sucks because in the manga Naruto loses Kurama. But everybody forgets he's still got Sage form. Like he's still kind of a beast.
He is
So like he's still super strong. He's just not a god anymore, sadly. So I'm curious to see how that looks when it's animated.
I really like his 8 Tails form.
8 Tails?
Yeah.
Oh, right, when he was fighting Pain?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, that whole fight was great. But like are you talking about like when he was forming Kurama or like
Oh wait,
when he
no.
was-
I think it's the one where the bones come out.
Yeah,
I think
that-
that's like
that one.
6 or 7.
Yeah,
8.
dude. Oh my god, that
Yeah,
looked great.
that
Where he was
cool.
basically Kurama for Baboni.
Yeah, dude, that
Yeah.
was terrifying.
That was
That was so terrifying.
I think when I saw that fight, I think it just became so much more real because at that point Naruto was like, he was good, but this was the breaking point between like being good
he
enough.
lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always like imagine myself because I always try to like not get too like angry or anything just because of like issues in the past with like family members and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I try to keep a cool head, but I can definitely see myself like if someone did something really bad, like I could kill somebody like easily. Like I have no issues with that, and so it's funny. Like I always have that like kind of. That's why I kind of feel attached to shonen animes because the good guy can always do some terrible things if you push him too far. So I kind of have that like relatability.
If anything, sometimes he still does, but they just don't show it.
JoJo.
Hey, isn't the fight alone like an hour, 2 hours?
No, it's 6 to 7 hours. Maybe
Really?
even yeah. I remember I was taking a trip to Houston with my mom, and I was like, "How am I gonna pass the time?" Oh, watch the Pain attacking the village arc. Not the Pain arc, Pain attacking the village arc. That took the entire trip to Houston, which was 6+ hours, and I still barely I still had like one episode left until it was done.
I only thought Dragon Ball Z could do that kind of stuff.
Dude, yeah.
I mean, Dragon Ball Z still has like the longest.
Yes.
But
yeah, the
No,
Pain
One Piece-
attacking the
isn't
village
One
arc
Piece
took
longest?
forever.
No, we're talking about like the
About
longest
arcs.
fights.
Oh,
Longest
fights.
Like,
yeah,
fight
like One Piece
arcs.
is still going on. As far as series, One Piece has about a mile,
Yeah.
but Dragon Ball's got like the longest arc.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, it took forever for that stupid Pain fight to or Pain attacking the village fight to stop.
And even then, then like once Naruto like ends up defeating, I guess quote unquote defeating Pain, it still takes like 2 or 3 episodes for him to go up to him and talk to him.
Yeah, he's got to go talk to Nagato, and he's
Yeah.
still got to reason with him.
You can go.
Kate bayo.
There you go.
Every time I think about the Naruto versus Pain fight, I just can't forget that one meme video
What meme
where
video?
you have like the stupidest faces possible.
Oh yeah.
And it's like Naruto versus Pain summed up, and it's just
Oh yeah.
Hinata saying Naruto-kun.
I
Wow. Naruto's just saying Date bayo over and over again.
And they got those like you freeze it, you pause it at the wrong time. It's just like a really long face and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot when I'm watching YouTube videos. Like either I have to go do something or I drop my phone and it pauses and I pick it back up and it's just my favorite YouTuber going like.
It's so good.
Oh man.
I love it.
What about you, Freddy? What's your fictional hero? Doesn't gotta be enemy.
Fictional hero. I mean, I like Sora. He's pretty cool.
Sora
He is
cool.
pretty cool.
I like Sora.
Yeah.
How old is he though?
He never ages. He's like Ash.
No, he does.
He does age. The man gets just like progressively taller.
After like a whole bunch of games in one series.
I
And
knew
part
it.
two.
I knew it at one
And part
point. I
three.
think like in Kingdom Hearts 1, he's like not even that old. He's like
Yeah.
what, like 12
Mhm.
or
Yeah,
something.
he's like a little
But
kid.
then by the time that it's currently at right now, I think he's like, I want to say he's 14. I think.
Out of every single
I'm pretty
game
sure
in this
of it.
franchise, he's only aged 2 years.
Yeah.
Dude,
Because also,
It's like
funny
Pokemon.
enough, it's Sora's birthday this past Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah, Tetsuya
Really?
Nomura said that they asked him when is Sora's birthday, and he was like, "Well, I'd imagine it's the day that his game released." So,
Oh,
and
that's cute.
that was this past Sunday,
Wow.
March 28th.
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, so yeah, he's just like 14 years old. I think Riku is like a year older than him or something. Yeah,
Why do they
Carries
make him
around the
look
same
so
age.
old then if he's only a year older than Sora?
because he's Japanese, dude.
They're both.
Plus, they have to cement the story fact that Riku is just more mature. Or it's supposed to seem so, because like, isn't the beginning supposed to seem like, oh, Sora, don't do this because
He's
you
like-
know I am here. I am
He's like
older.
he's like the cooler. He's like the cooler, edgier.
He's
Like,
a
Sasuke.
I'm better than you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say mature. I would just say more edgy. Because Riku's like, I'm gonna go in there and fight him.
Yeah.
Sora's like, we need a plan. Riku's like, no, like, that's
I
not really
get
mature.
the darkness. Darkness will power
I have
me.
the power of
And then he
the
gets
dark.
manipulated and tricked, and then now he's
Sora, save
Organization
me.
13 member, and then he gets manipulated again.
well, he's not a member. He has to. It's this whole thing.
Freddy,
you guys
Don't
are
explain.
going off,
Don't-
but all I hear is darkness. Light is just light.
Yeah.
Even
Everyone is
I
Sora,
played
and
all the
Sora is
games
everyone.
back to back to back. I still don't even know what was
It's
going
just
on.
like it's just like the Zelda timeline. There's no use in explaining it.
No, the Zelda timeline makes sense.
Kinda.
Kingdom Hearts timeline don't make any
It's-
sense.
It's
No,
'cause they got time
it's
travel
not the,
now.
It's not the timeline.
You always
itself,
mess it up with time travel.
They do.
No,
They
it's
do.
not the timeline. It's the lore itself that makes no sense.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's I get you.
That's what it
just,
is.
No.
It's like Freddy has been playing forever and he can barely explain something.
There's no use in trying to explain.
It's because it
Kingdom
doesn't
Hearts.
make sense, but it makes sense. It's one of those where it's like the Stockholm syndrome.
It's
you
like-
know? I've been coveting it so much. It's like, it makes sense. I know it does. But it
Somehow.
doesn't make sense.
Some way.
It's just-
It's kind of those things where you have to suspend reality, like your hold of logic a little bit to just kind of like get the grasp of what's going on.
yeah.
Well, even then, it's like Freddy shows me these monthly updated videos of people explaining the lore from the mobile games, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot those. are
even
canon.
then, I'll ask Freddy a question and he'll be stumped sometimes. And
It's because there's some new stuff going on now, man, and then I gotta collect myself every time.
You're like, wait, let me go back to my notes.
It's because
real.
it's Disney. It doesn't need to make sense.
Well,
Sure.
it's not because it's Disney. It's because it's Square Enix. All right,
Square
Oh.
Enix is ridiculous.
Disney's holding him back. Honestly, I feel like Disney's like keeping him back.
Interesting.
Yeah, but anywho, yeah, Square Enix, Sora, he's pretty cool. He's just like, he's always sticking to what's right and all that. Even when his best friend was like, "Come join me and do this dark stuff," he's like, "No, that's kind of gay." Even now, people are like, "Oh, they're so romantically in love with each other." No, it's not. They're just good friends.
And I love that Sora has flaws because in the ending of 3, he broke.
Yeah.
Like, he literally gave up and was like, this is useless.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing this for nothing. And you actually get to see this optimistic hero, like, break down. Like, he has
Mhm.
no hope left. Like, that was
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah, and then Riku steps up and he's like, You're being stupid."
And then he dies.
Then he does this thing and he dies.
Gosh darn it.
Pretty cool, actually. It was really cool.
It's pretty cool, Kanye.
Thanks,
Pretty cool,
Kanye.
Kanye.
Very cool.
Sora's gonna need therapy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They all
Like he's gonna end up just like Steven from Steven Universe.
He,
Like,
he needs a body first off.
Yeah, that's true. First, he needs to get out of the plane he's in.
Yeah.
Existence. And to do that, he needs to get the power of waking, or he already has the power of waking.
Yeah, but he used it so much to
Yeah,
bring
he
people
overused
back.
it, and now he's in another realm.
Yeah.
Where he has to find his body again or something.
perfect sense.
It's because there's consequences for breaking the natural order of things, and
Yeah.
he did it
Too
a
much.
lot.
A bit too much.
A
Some
bit
would say.
too much.
He pulled
Freaking
it.
young Xehanort was like, now you got to pay the price. And Sora was like, what are you even talking about? And then he paid the price.
That's what
yeah.
happens when you pull too many protagonist moves, man.
Yeah, dude.
The plot armor can only protect you so much.
Dude, for real.
Bro, I feel like no one in Kingdom Hearts has plot armor. I mean, all the protagonists in Kingdom Hearts 3 were whoops.
Only the villain
Yeah.
had plot armor.
Everyone died had it not been for the time travel Sora.
Yeah.
After he had used the power of waking, then came back in time to save them, which doesn't make sense because there
He
was
made a
no
new
way he
timeline.
could have done that. He made a new timeline.
No, stop! Don't do it.
Yeah. Which I don't know how, but yeah.
Because he traced the hearts and the power of waking.
Uh huh. Yeah, that's it.
I still don't really know how what the heck that is.
I didn't know. Did they introduce Power of Waking in 3?
Power of Waking is in Kingdom Hearts
Recoded?
Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, Dream Drop.
Dude, nobody forget Recoded. Recoded's not a thing.
Okay.
Recoded?
Understood.
Yeah.
Which one was Dream Drop Distance again?
That's the one where they it's on it was on 3DS.
the
but
card
now
game?
No, that's
Oh.
Rechain of Memories. Dream Drop Distance. That's the one where Sora and Riku are attempting their mark of mastery, and they're going into the sleeping worlds, the worlds that were never brought out of the darkness. That's why they're going to different worlds like the Notre Dame.
Yes.
And like all those other places.
It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah.
I'm remembering.
But I just for us to make cut time down, I was like, just forget it. All you got to know is Sora almost succumbed to darkness, and he's not a master, and Riku is.
I
So,
remember.
yeah.
I need.
But I
to,
forgot there was time travel at the end of it.
I need to get around playing those games one day. They look
It's
so fun.
complicated.
I know, but they look like they had so much fun when they were playing it together. I want to get through it.
We
I
actually.
need somebody to play it with.
But
There you go.
I stuck around for the most part. I would just get tired during the nights because I had class.
Now that I have this series so far,
Mhm.
which is that whole collection of every single game except for 3, I want to play it. I want to get through it. But it's
Yeah,
boring
the-
when I'm just playing
when we
by
were
myself.
playing it, that was the last time I stayed up all night doing something because we would stay up till the sun came out playing through
Yeah.
the game.
Dude, summer. Yeah.
We'll try to get it in. Because did I tell you about the Digimon RPG game that I found on Steam?
Did you?
Digimon, digital monsters.
Okay, so
Place the Digimon here, 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 here.
What's your favorite
here.
Digimon? Let us know down in the comments.
everyone's just gonna say Agumon because they're
Who
basic.
would win,
Nah,
Digimon
I like the
or
red one, the red and black one.
Or the
I don't
Arnold
remember the name.
Schwarzenegger
Let me look it
mammoth
up.
from
or
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mecha
Go for
Hitler?
it. There's so many. I'm not an expert, but I know I know which one you mean. But yeah, it's this game from what I saw, from what me and Freddy saw in the trailer. It's this game where I think it's a hacker. Like the main character is a hacker who gets wrongfully blamed for something he didn't do. It's like someone hacked into his account and did something wrong with his account.
No, officer,
And so-
that's not my terabyte.
In some way somehow he ends up in the digital world, and through the help of Digimon he's trying to clean up his name and clean up his reputation.
What are you hitting me for?
This guy,
He was in front of the
Wilmon.
camera.
Oh, Guillemon! I love
Guillemon.
him.
I
Guillemon
feel
is
like
great.
that's not the first time someone said that. It's
He said
hilarious.
it before.
Yeah, Freddy said it.
Oh,
But it was
okay.
under a different circumstance, too.
It's like, no, officer, that's not my terabyte.
Oh, did I say that?
So
Yeah, I think
funny.
it was you.
I don't remember you saying that.
Wait, no.
It was one of us.
No, it was Freddy saying, "No, officer, it's not my hard drive."
Oh,
That's what he said.
But yeah, the game seemed really, really interesting because of the story. Like, it has that kind of like visual novel style where like you're going around trying to figure out what happened, and it has that like RPG turn-based fighting style with the
Mammothmon,
Digimon. So I'm probably gonna play that, and then just wait for Atlas to hopefully release Persona 5 for PC because I don't feel like buying a PS4 for Persona 5.
I have one.
But I want it to be like on my console or on my PC. That way I could always go back to it.
Just make you a freaking account on there.
What?
There's a picture that.
Look what I put on the chat and then like it.
It's
Okay.
this.
Oh, I wanted him to see it on his phone.
All right, you look at your
Yeah.
phone.
All right, I guess. All right, I'll put it up on the screen. That way
Put
you
it
get.
here.
In which chat?
Put it down here.
Oh,
Raise
it's
it
in the
up.
bros house
and now
chat. Wait, you're in the bros house chat,
expand
right?
I'm not.
What? I thought they put you in it.
Oh.
Me getting ready to make the same bad choice, but also being a little more prepared from the last time it
That's
backfired.
great.
I wish the rat was this dumb.
My caption is though our rat be like.
Yeah, for reals. I wish the rat was this dumb.
Bro, our rat has armor.
It does.
It has
The
the
rat
plot
has
armor.
all the plot armor.
Dude, for real.
Dude, what if we're the antagonists in this rat story?
Dude,
What if this is Ratatouille Part 5?
Dude, we're the gods that it has to take down, and it's slowly training and getting stronger.
What if this is just
It's
like
like-
Kingdom Hearts for rats?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Nah, dude, Kingdom Hearts.
Instead of the
that-
corridors of darkness, it's just little holes that are corridors.
Dude, what if that rat just appears and goes Super Saiyan God on us?
I'll just kick it. How strong can a rat really get?
Has the wig
Yeah.
of the Super Saiyan.
The tail, like.
Remember, it's a rat, not an ant.
Carlos tries to kick and he just grabs your foot.
Oh, Jesus.
With one hand.
The rat's like drip, like drip rat Goku.
Oh, God.
It tosses you a sense of being. It's like,
Let's make this an even fight. All right, rat.
you turn into a rat. Just as buff.
You got like a little tail, like.
Jesus.
You're just Cell.
What if you took
I'm
a
gonna
sensu
drink
bean, but then you turn into a completely different person? You're like, what the heck was wrong with me before? Because it like heals you all the way, doesn't it?
My God, I'm sick. I'm disgusting. Why do I keep making the bad same mistake?
You just appear with a helmet.
I like.
Oh, no.
I don't even fight. I go put on a suit, go get a better job. I make wise investments. Just live the rest
You
of my life.
find
in
the
a
rat
yacht.
years later, like,
Thank you. Thanks, man. The rat's just like, I've won.
Now it's my apartment. He gets you to make more money to leave and to like get your own house, just so he can keep the apartment.
That's
dang.
deep. That's deep.
And
Oh,
it's like fire brain.
how's it been going looking for new places?
It's going.
Oh.
No, yeah, me and my mom are actually calling places around here and there. We're looking, surprisingly enough, not a lot of places have 3-bedrooms apartments here. Like, I called the place here. I'm bad with directions.
That is east.
Okay, but that doesn't help me know where the house is.
None of us know our cardinal
No, it's
directions.
West. Well, there's apartments that we're listing here, and the ones behind Walmart. And I was going online looking up places literally all over Edinburgh. Dude, like 3-bedroom apartments are like non-existent, and it's like
Yeah.
so frustrating. So
I
it's
mean,
been-
unless you went back to the one where we lived before.
yeah,
There's a 3-bedroom houses, not apartments.
That's more common, you know?
no. So yeah, it's been a little tricky, but me and my mom are working together to find one, so we'll get it eventually. It's
Yeah.
just a lot of people don't have 3-bedroom apartments available for some reason. I don't know why.
I guess it's just more common because, you know, it's like a lot of these days, from what I've heard from I forgot what article it was, but there was an article that said, like, these days, just people are just having less kids because we're going into a culture where people are trying to spend more time with the kids.
Matt Pat.
So, yeah, that's it.
Shout out to Matt Pat.
Shout out to Matt. That's what it was. But it's where people are trying to have more time with their kids. So, thus, it's like there's no need for like more children because they want to
Mhm.
invest as much as they can with the one.
Yeah,
With the
well,
one of the two.
good luck with accounting the valley for that because we're having 6 kids a pop.
Yeah. Well, because, like, a good example is my parents. Like, my dad's the oldest of 4, and my mom's the youngest of 10. So,
Mhm.
that's pretty big. Yeah.
I have a lot of aunts and uncles too.
It's-
Quite a bit.
It's weird going to the reunions and, like, just, like, someone walking up to you never recognize and is like, hi, I'm your uncle. And I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Who this?
Yeah, dude. Like, I could barely remember, like, maybe even, like, a third of my aunts and uncles.
Mhm.
I can only do pot shots at whatever the heck my cousins' names are. I only remember a few.
Is your name Sora?
So, I don't think anything.
Put this wig on.
Yeah, man, it's odd. Definitely odd.
Did you ever consider cosplaying Zoro?
I have. I just don't think I'd really do well. So I'd prefer not to attempt.
You never know until you try it.
I'd just rather never know.
I'd rather.
It's the hair, man.
It's the
The
hair.
hair is
the
hard.
hardest
Yeah,
part.
the
The
hair. If it doesn't look right, it just throws the whole thing off.
That's
I don't think I'd be able to. I'd probably just wear the attire,
Mhm.
but I don't think the hair would really work.
I
It
feel like
always looks weird.
maybe the only enemies we can cosplay are just slice of life because they're the ones more realistic when it comes
Yeah,
to hair.
yeah.
No, not even that.
Not even that.
It's still
There's
pretty-
guys with like regular like shortish.
Yeah, but it's the
hair-
side
hair.
characters. No
That's
one
true.
cares about.
Yeah.
The main character always gotta have something crazy.
Does that mean
going
he's
on.
the main character?
He has pretty average hair.
He has the most standoutish hair though.
Because it's colored, yes.
I feel like he's more like the side character to the main character.
Yeah.
I mean, we already said
He's
that
like
Jesus is the
the-
main character,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Jesus.
The Kage, I Love His War is just playing in my head right now.
Oh yeah.
The what?
It's an anime. Kaguya-sama Love Is War.
I've never seen that one.
That's pretty good. That's basically like two prideful characters that are wanting to make the other person fall in love with them or admit that they're in love with them. But yeah, and then there's different situations and stuff like that.
I'm the least cultured person in this
Clan
table
made me
when it
cry.
comes to anime.
It's because you're in Power Ranger, man.
I only
Yeah.
like shonen. I'm probably a lot less than
Yeah.
you.
I like all kinds of anime.
All right, dude, we get it. You're a weeb, Jesus.
Well, I guess that does bring me back to, it was like, if I were to answer my own question about like the fictional hero,
Yeah.
it would be someone from the Power Rangers
Tommy.
universe, but it's not a Power Ranger.
Tommy.
It's not someone who played Power Ranger.
Tommy.
It would be from the season of RPM, and it would be
The dog.
it would no RPM. That's SPD.
I know.
What?
SPD emergency.
But
Oh,
it
I
would,
get
Copyright
it.
now.
Speed.
Power Rangers.
that's not one of them, so it's okay.
SPD Power Rangers to the rescue.
Just as long as it's off key, it's okay.
Zero J.
No,
Yes.
that's
Anyways,
Yeah,
you're talking about character 3 in scene 5.
Is it
yes,
the green one?
exactly that one. What's up? Why on the table?
That was a lot of water.
Yeah. But yeah,
The
it
green dude from. Wait, no. No, I'm thinking of something else. Never mind.
yeah, she is not a Power Ranger. I would I really admire the character of Dr.K in Power Rangers RPM. She is a her backstory is that she grows up as a little
Doctor?
genius. Yeah,
Oh.
she grows up as a little genius, and the government is like, "Hey, you're pretty smart. Come with us." And they take her in and they bring her to this think tank where they have multiple like people who are extremely smart or extremely talented, and they build them up to work for the government. And since she's extremely smart, they're like, "There's no need for your name. You're just K." So she grows up just having to do a bunch of projects, equations, and just getting smarter and smarter and doing stuff and making up projects and weapons for the government. Eventually, leading to her creating the Power Ranger tech in her universe, because there's 2 or 3 different universes in Power Rangers.
Okay.
And so in her respective one, she created the Power Ranger tech.
Okay.
And so she grows up. The government tells her that you're actually allergic to the sun and it makes you unwell. So that's why you can't leave. Because every time it's her birthday, they bring a birthday cake and it's like, "What's your wish?" And every year she says, "Can I go outside now?" And they're like, "No, it makes you unwell." And so she grows up just believing this until a butterfly flies into her room. She follows it outside because she's never seen something like that and stumbles upon an open window. And when the sunlight touches her face, she's like, "Oh, I've been lied to my whole life." And so she grabs 2 other people, gives them Power Ranger suits, and then they bust out.
Jeez.
And so the way that she busts out, though, is that she creates the villain of the series. The villain of the series is this virus program that takes over all tech of the world, destroys all the economy, and
Yeah.
destroys every human in the world except for one city. And she's in charge.
Which is Tokyo.
Yes.
So it's Tokyo.
And she's the one that no, not really. Series the city is called Corinth, which I didn't know till later. It's a biblical reference. Anyways,
Corinthians.
yeah. And so it's really cool because eventually in the series you find this out that she's the one who caused the world to end, basically.
Wow.
Because from billions of people, you have a couple thousand.
Wow.
So it's just I really like the series because she comes to grip with what she's done and how she's able to forgive herself and how to move on. So I just really like that because it reminds me like we all make mistakes, and even though it's hard to move on, like you can still get to. So that's my hero when it comes to like fictional characters.
That's deep.
Remember, kids,
I like more the
don't
people that
ruin
actually
the
work
economy.
hard.
Unless you're showing those big wigs who's in charge.
Huh?
Yeah, down with the man.
Down with the
what's
yo,
it
the
called
system's
again?
whack, yo.
Hedge funds?
What?
Something?
Something?
Yeah.
We rise now.
You stretched it too far. Hey, at least you're making money in stonks, right?
My arm hurts.
You can fix it with the stonk money.
Stonk money.
To the moon.
To the moon.
To the moon.
Have you even made it out of the atmosphere yet?
GameStop's
No.
still making me money.
Oh, okay.
That's
But
great.
Doge is never gonna get up high because there's an unlimited amount of Dogecoin. So because of that, it's never gonna bear any value.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But
Unfortunately.
unless they make a change, I'll still stay in. But I guess we'll never know.
But you're not at a loss with Doge, are you?
No, but I don't want to pull out now because I could still get lucky.
True.
You never know if
They're going to the moon, don't you know?
you
This
never
rocket
know
ship's taking a
someone,
little while, you know.
Yeah, you never know. Someone puts a cap on it and then
Yeah.
it rises and something. I don't know, but hopefully that'd be cool. Went up to like a few bucks. That'd be cool. I'd make a lot of money.
You get a PC.
But until then, I wait.
Yeah.
I just realized a lot of my anime heroes are kind of like the same trope.
What do you mean?
Like they're always,
Sorry.
they're always like bad villains turned to good,
Yeah.
and they're always like the rival to the protagonist too.
Mhm.
Like Vegeta.
You like
Dragon
Sasuke?
You like sausage? You like vegetables and sausage?
I haven't watched too much of Naruto to like Sasuke.
Okay.
It's okay, not even Sasuke likes Sasuke.
Sasuke
He
hates
himself.
Sasuke.
Yeah, he hates himself. I think he only mellows out when he grows up, and even then,
And Boruto.
it cost him his arm.
It's funny, in Boruto there's an arc where they're fighting a bunch of clones that are kids, and they all have a fake Renegon. I mean, Sharingan. And when they capture the main one that they need to stop, so Naruto's like, it's okay, we can take you in and rehabilitate you. And Sasuke's like, why don't we just kill him right here and now? And that's
great.
calm Sasuke.
Yeah, that is common.
Great. Man, I know like a lot of the characters are kind of like the same trope, where it's like Vegeta from Dragon Ball or Gajio from Fairy Tail. Like people who have done really, really awful things in their past, but then they switch to good and they're now redeeming themselves for that, but also have to live with the guilt of what they've done in the past too.
Yeah.
Like Bucky Barnes.
Yeah.
I love Bucky Barnes so much.
New episode tomorrow.
Exactly,
New
Bucky.
episode
I
tomorrow.
love Bucky so much. Don't watch it without me. You guys watch stuff without me.
Or those who work like really, really hard to get to where they want, like Senna from IShield 21, which I can't say too much about that in front of him because we're watching it right now. But
It's a football anime.
yeah,
He becomes a billionaire.
How about we watch it at 12 tomorrow?
Yes, I know.
awkward silence.
It's because I'm teaching a class at 1 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Y'all can just watch it without me. I'll watch it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just watching that thing where it's like what is it called? I think it's called Canada Lad or Canadian Lad or whatever. He watches stuff like
I love
0.25
Canadian Land. Yeah,
speed.
Canadian
Wait,
Land. Canadian lad. I
Yeah.
love him.
What does he do?
You can go. You were.
He
explaining.
watches things, particularly the ones I've seen are Marvel stuff or just superhero stuff in 0.25 speed. So he watches them really slow. He saw the Zack Snyder cut in that speed. He said it took him days.
Mhm.
So, yeah, just to pick out details in scenes that you might just like not notice because the regular pacing.
Mhm.
They'll just have it like really quick in the background or something just throw away.
It's imagine because he catches some amazing details that the creators of the movies put in that like stuff you wouldn't catch normally, but they put it in just for the continuity of it. It's like so good, and he has like 1 million subs, and he gets hundreds of thousands of views every video.
Jeez.
So he's really successful with it. But yeah, for the Snyder cut, he said it took him like 3 or 4 days
Yeah.
to get through.
The torture renders its fruits.
Yeah, because that's like 16 hours of viewing if it's at 0.25 speed.
Yeah.
It's just insane, man. You're watching the Snyder cut 4, 8, 12. You're watching the Snyder cut 4 times.
And even then, it's kind of exhausting to see like 4 hours thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really cool. It's one of my favorite parts in that video of the Snyder Cut. Is have you seen the Snyder Cut?
No, not yet, but it's okay.
Okay.
I don't mind the spoilers. Anyways, what were you saying about the Snyder Cut?
So yeah, you know how in did you ever watch the theatrical Justice League?
Yeah.
So you know how
Josh
every time
Whedon.
it's in Flash's point of view, the Flash's point of view, it's like super slow mo, and that's what always shows it. Well, there's one scene in the Snyder Cut that they added where you see it from the people's perspective, how fast Flash can move, and these rocks are about to fall on these groups of people, and from their perspective, you see Flash like in one frame move like 30 places at once, and every frame he's like going everywhere, destroying the rocks. Well, a Canadian lad was watching it, and he pointed out there's actually one frame where the Flash is just standing to the side while the rocks are still falling in the middle of him hitting them, and he's sort of thinking about how to take the rocks out. It's like he's so fast he can sit back and think like, how am I gonna plan this out? I was like, dang, that's good.
It was Koro sensei, right? Jesus.
What?
The assassination classroom, the teacher.
Yeah. Koro sensei.
Koro sensei. It's an assassination classroom. The alien teacher. He's able to move so fast. Like he's teaching. He's individually tutoring every student after class. Like one student will be having problems with math, the other one with history, and he's individually still talking with them as he's going light speed with every single student in the class, trying to tutor them.
Oh,
Wow.
Like it was like Mach 5 that he can go, something like that.
that should have killed. Oh crap! That should have killed them.
Yeah, it should have. But yeah,
But he's an alien.
he is well, not spoilers, but yeah.
He looks like an alien.
That's true. He looks like that.
I never thought he was human.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought he was human either. Even when they explain his backstory, I don't understand the switch from being I'm human with a head of tentacles to I'm a big blue blob of yellow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he is a human.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Had they not included that, I would have been totally fine with it.
They didn't have to.
Had they just changed it to like this thing crash lands on Earth, they take him and he's just yellow the whole time, I would have believed it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, y'all are watching it. I only saw like the bits and pieces.
we finished it finally. It was pretty good.
I've heard it's pretty good.
It's just so much. It's just so much better fun when you're watching like or playing video games with second person or a third person. Like it just makes it all the more exciting because you're not just like keeping your hype to yourself. You're expressing it with
You're
other
not
people.
sitting there in the dark alone with one single light pointed at you while you're staring at a screen for like 10 hours straight.
What?
Yeah, it's very rare that I could watch an anime or a movie or play a video game by myself and do it for a long time. Like if I have someone with me, I'll do it for longer. But I even watch my movies in parts. Like if I have like a 2-hour movie, I'll watch it like over the course of 3 days. And it's like unless I have someone next to me. Like I remember when I was playing Final Fantasy 15 and I got to the last dungeon where it's literally all just parkour and discovering, no fighting.
Yeah.
That thing would have taken me days, maybe even a week or two because of how bored I get. But when Angel came to watch me play, I did it all within like 8 to 10 hours, just one shot.
Nice.
It was insane. And like that's just the power of having someone next to you. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Everybody joined you guys, like, I think in the last 4 hours of you in that dungeon.
Dude, my thumbs were on fire. 'Cause that's a game that is like nowhere near parkour, but it
Yeah.
made you do parkour.
It's, like,
My
very
thumb was up
wonky.
like dead.
It was like, and as you were going through and stuff like that, we'd figure out how to do it, but you just couldn't get yourself to do
It's
it.
so hard, dog. It was so hard.
Was it harder than the pull-up challenge in Final Fantasy VII, the remake? Remember how you spent hours doing the try to get the record of the pull-ups?
I took longer trying to do appropriate moves for 15 than the pull-up challenge. The pull-up challenge took a while, but I got it a lot faster than doing some things in 15. I even helped Jesus do it for one of his runs. That was funny.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, something that I've realized lately is I can't be sitting down. If I'm watching something by myself, I can't be sitting down on my desk or like on a chair and watching it. I can only do that with like YouTube videos. If I'm eating and I have a YouTube video, I can digest that. But when I'm watching a movie, or let's say like recently where they're pumping out basically mini Marvel movies every week, I have to be laying down in my bed watching it like this. I
feel that.
I can't be sitting.
I can't watch movies on my desk, on my chair.
Uh-huh.
I have to lay down. I just don't like just sitting still.
Yeah.
On the chair. Like for some reason it just doesn't work. I don't know why.
Also, I think I've gotten used to just being productive on my setup, because if I'm not editing, I'm in class, and if I'm not in class, I'm gaming. So I'm actively doing something the whole time. there hasn't been a point where I'm just like I've seen YouTube videos but they're shorter and more digestible, where it's like 10 to 20 minutes. But if I'm doing something for like an hour, if I'm gonna play Persona 4 for 2-3 hours, is because I'm actively thinking of what my next move, day to day, what confidants I want to spend time with to build up their relationship rank. Editing. I mean, I'm barely. For those who don't know, we recorded a D&D sesh that you should be expecting very soon. Probably for Patreon, so be ready for that.
Very soon, really.
Hopefully, in the next month.
Oh, all right. I was like, dang.
Well, in the next month. That's soon for me, like in the next month, because it was the session was 3 hours long, and syncing the clips was not hard, because the GoPro kept continuously recording. It just separated it into different files, so it wouldn't break. But so it wasn't hard to sync them up. It's just the thing is that I realized once I started watching it back, it's like, dang it, we should have put more light. Because Jesus is like, at some point, there's so much noise on him, he kind of looks grainy in the back. So it's like the light's coming from like this side outwards. We look fine. Like, you're close enough, I'm close enough, and we're on the bench, so we're like kind of a little closer, so we're able to, the light shines over just fine. But Jesus at the head of the table on the other end, it's like, hey, how's it going? But the lines were great. I started just cracking up and just dying as I was listening to it again. You guys are gonna love it. If you guys ever consider donating to us for Patreon, or you're gonna get some good stuff coming. But yep, I can't wait to see you guys the next cooking vid. It's gonna be fun.
I can't wait till we finish it. Honestly, I have like another like kind of like a video idea to put on the Dig channel and stuff like that. Like I basically have like the whole thing. Well, I would say like 75% of the thing planned out of how that's supposed to go. Yeah. But I don't want to do anything with that until we finish this freaking cooking video, because I just need to get this out of the way, and I need to finish Hell Takers, and I want to get those two done before I do anything else. Yeah. Because
Would you mind divulging a little bit of your idea?
Basically, people are going to be competing with each other, but they don't know who they're competing with.
Ooh.
That's basically it.
That sounds fun.
That sounds very competitive. I like that.
Yeah. So
when are we going to film that?
After we finish our videos.
Why don't we just have it filmed, and then we could, still work on the editing and just not edit that film until all the other editing's done. Because I feel like we're not outputting as much videos as we used to, and I think we need to start outputting more. I think one of the main reasons why we're kind of slow on the editing is because we don't have much produced, so we're like getting lazy with it. I feel like if we just keep pumping out more, we'll set more time for editing, so we can be able to do that. Yeah,
because when it comes to like, I guess it is weekly videos. It's like I'm able to punt at least these kinds of videos. I'm able to pump them out in like 2-3 days, because I only have like 2-3 hours when I'm solidly productive. But when it comes to gaming vids, I used to do those pretty quickly too. It's just we're still trying to like, for the audience, I mean, you always want to try new things. You always want to be open to like trying new concepts and trying to figure out what our niche, not a niche market, but what kind of thing just really resonates with us. Takes trying things out.
Yeah, remember, if you really like it, tell us, because we don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I don't know how to read those stats.
And if you made it this far in the video, we know you really care, but probably no one's watched for the last 30 minutes.
So if you comment down below what you really like, that shows that you're one of the good ones.
If you want me gone, it'll happen.
Okay. Great idea.
What?
During every like maybe 10 minutes or so, we're not going to tell the audience when, but randomly during the video.
But every 10 minutes.
Just like an example. We can throw out little hints of something that the audience at home needs to solve, and they have to watch the whole video. And
I did something.
It's just a
like
letter
that.
in the background.
Yes,
dude. I did something.
7.
Randomly, we're gonna put. It's not gonna be mentioned at all.
It's gonna be 7. It's gonna be a middle of a conversation. It just cuts across going 7. It cuts right back.
Yeah, but what if we did that, and then it's like a game? Like if anyone solves it, we give them something.
Yeah, like one of those IRL mysteries or something like that.
Yeah. Not
called.
ciphers, but like, it's
Yeah,
a
like
puzzle. It's basically a puzzle.
give a little code.
Do you remember when I did that on my channel?
Did what?
That whole like solving this type of story thing with one of my characters.
You mean on TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that on there.
So
what I did was I got this cipher online, and I was like, okay, these numbers put together is this letter, this number put together is like, for example, 1 and 2, that makes 12, and that would be that letter. And so I got my fans to kind of solve the code, and like a whole bunch of people like jumped on it, and it was awesome.
That sounds amazing.
And I wouldn't tell people right off the bat like, oh yeah, you solved it. I would like, because my DMs were open at the time, so people would ask me, hey, am I getting close? Am I getting close? And I would just drop little hints here and there, but nothing that gives it away. So when they finally got it, I would just DM them saying, you solved it.
Nice.
And like a lot of people started jumping in on it. It
That's
was
super
awesome.
cool. We should do that. I think it'll be
Yeah.
fun. I feel like we need to start doing giveaways. We just need
Yeah.
to have stuff to give away.
They were
and all
open.
that.
Your DMs were open.
Oh yeah, they're still are.
When
I
did-
don't know why I haven't closed them.
Oh, okay. I was about to because you said
Because you want people to slide in there.
No.
Hey, you got what? No, don't tell me it's already 14,000.
What?
Is it on TikTok that you have, or it's still 13,000
Look at how thin I used to be.
For what?
for followers?
Your hair?
No, me.
I'm in the 20s, remember?
Oh yeah, that's
When was
true.
that?
23,000.
This was in 2017.
Let me see.
It was 4 years ago.
It's just the beard.
Because
Dude.
that
No,
story
dude.
happened.
Look at my face, my cheeks, my neck. Like, I was so
No,
much thinner back then.
That is.
I
that is
have
different.
puffy cheeks now. I have like
29.
a second chin again. Like, I used to look how good I used to look. That was in 2017.
Amazing.
I'm fat.
Yeah, I've been through that too.
I'm so fat. You guys gotta help me.
I can't even help myself.
Yeah,
No,
never
I
mind.
did
I don't want your help.
The cool thing is, I did that story thing back when I was at like maybe 14 or 15K. Like, this was a while back.
There's still a lot of people. 15,000. Now you're what 29,000
I'm at
followers?
29,000.
It's
like
a lot
even.
of people.
What are you gonna do for your 30K?
No idea.
I mean, you should
Yeah,
do something. I mean, because
I've been trying to live stream, but with school and everything, I haven't been able to.
You should dress up as a woman.
Or
we talked about that.
Just like a man for once.
Meow, meow, world star.
Oh jeez.
Hello? Yeah, officer, I'd like to report a murder.
Oh no no no.
Disclaimer: that was purely joking.
See, the thing is, I would, but I don't want to look like you.
Boo, that wasn't as good.
That was
Thanks,
get out of here. Get
I'm
out.
being honest.
Oh.
That makes it worse.
It makes me blush.
Because Freddy's one of a kind, you know?
Freddy was one of my kind.
Exactly.
I mean,
You can't copy Freddy.
Because Freddy copies everyone else.
Oh no.
That's true. You can't
What?
copy an amalgamation of other copies.
Who's the last person you copied?
You.
I can't say that in the court of law.
What?
I cheated on my test. They were checking for drugs in my urine, and I copied somebody's urine.
Wait.
Oh
how
no.
did you do that?
Oh.
I don't.
I
Why
copied
do
their
they-
pee.
Those are drug tests, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've ever done. Well, maybe twice. I think I've done it twice.
I've never done
in
a
high
drug
school.
test.
I've done multiple drug tests.
I've
I've never done
copied off of someone, I think, in high school. Maybe like 2 or 3 times.
Oh,
Because
dude.
I really didn't
Did you
know.
I copied their physical. Did you do that?
No, wait, no. I
Did
think
you grab them, tell them to cough?
I think we were taking. I think it was just a basic quiz, but it was like one of those where it was like the answer was it was like multiple choice. So and it was not the. It was just circle the letter and that's it. And so I was like, I really don't know what. Like I don't know what's going on. Like I knew what we were covering, but I didn't know it in this much detail. So I would just like wait a little bit, like because the teacher was walking around or they would sit at their desk, and when I waited long enough to where they would turn around, I would just go like do the with my peripheral. I would look out long enough at the person that obviously you could tell that they knew what they were doing, and I was like, okay. But then I wasn't stupid, so I was like, okay, for the last one they picked B, okay, C, so it's not too obvious. And I was like, I'll sacrifice 10 points for a good grade, for a decent grade, instead of just failing. Because I was about to say I don't think I've ever copied, but no, I have. I remember now.
Dude, whenever I used to copy, I would pay attention to the teacher first, see where they're at. If they're over there, looking over that way, I'd be like, okay. And I would use my marching band memory to memorize like almost an entire page.
Yes,
of
it's
their
called
answers.
cheating.
Exactly.
It's just cheating.
Exactly.
Just kidding.
That's where we're at a meeting here.
Exactly.
Cheating.
I used to
Dude,
copy.
that's
Both
exactly what he's
cheaters,
talking
man.
about, Carlos. You freaking
Both
stupid
cheaters,
ass.
man.
It happens.
Pee
It
pee poo
happens.
poo
Anyways,
brain
let's look at
over
Carlos.
here. Gosh.
I used to copy off my white friend's homework in Spanish class.
Dang it, you think- What?
That's how bad I was in Spanish.
Oh.
No, dude. Yeah, I had
I
one of my
hate Spanish.
friends. One of my friends, he was definitely a better Spanish speaker than I did the same thing. I could not
Gosh
figure
darn.
that out.
Spanish sucks.
Spanish does
We
suck.
should just get rid of the whole. Never mind.
The last time
no.
somebody did something like that.
Oh,
Were you
no.
gonna say the whole language?
No.
No.
Oh.
We should just kill ourselves, you know? That would bring down the Mexican population. We don't have to learn Spanish anymore. That's what he's gonna
We're
say.
over
Well,
an
we
hour.
also got to get the Spain people.
Oh yeah, that's true.
How do you deal with this with the Spanish only speakers at your job?
I only know enough to tell them what they need to know.
¿Tienes
I'll just-
COVID?
If
No.
if they're asking me something and I can get bits and pieces,
Yeah.
I'll presume what I think they're saying, so I'll try and respond to that. But then there's times where they'll be like, no, not that, but this and this, and I'm just like, I'll say it in Spanish. I was like, I don't know Spanish that much, so I don't know how to respond. I know enough Spanish to be like, this is beyond me.
It's like where they're like,
And then they'll
is it gonna hurt? Me va a doler? And Freddy's just like, yeah.
A lot. This much.
You're gonna be so, yeah.
you know those things they throw at the Olympics, javelins?
Yeah,
We got to
yeah.
go in there.
They literally just throw it at you.
Yeah, I don't want to get COVID. I throw it. I'm like,
We're over an hour.
Over an hour.
damn. Man.
That's how you inject the shot, man.
Well, I don't
Take
give
the
people
belt.
shots.
I've never. So, I just got my vaccine, and I'm gonna get the next one in a few weeks.
You just tie a belt around here, cut off the blood circulation, stab yourself with the shot. That's how you inject the vaccine.
That's not how they did it at all.
Then they did it wrong.
What?
On that note, I think it's a good time to stop.
Remember, kids, that's how you shove a needle into your arm.
I was gonna say Cody closing thoughts, but he got ahead of me.
That's how you shove a needle in your arm.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out this episode of the podcast. It's been fun. Once
Stupid.
no, I think I had
With
legitimate
some good
fun.
moments.
No, I had legitimate fun. I didn't know we were gonna talk about superheroes or our fictional idols.
And-
Dude, I don't think we even talked about what you were going to bring up.
No, we weren't. We didn't. Like,
We only got to one topic. And
that's
it.
what I say every time, but the list just keeps getting longer.
We're just never going to talk about it.
We only got up to one topic. That's
No, we
it.
didn't. I didn't even get to
We
mention
got
it.
multiple topics. but,
Yeah,
like,
he didn't
none
even
got
mention
Walmart.
the topic he was going to go bring
Yeah,
up.
none of them were the ones that I was gonna go. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Check out all the other episodes that we have. Check out the cooking vid. Check out our gaming vids. We have a ton more episodes to watch, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of the CodeO-cast.
Hey.
Imagine my just broke his
Throw it right at the lens.
That's a wrap.